So they have a lot of time on their hands. And they find different creative ways to say the same useless things. Your sin does not matter. And the Old Testament. And then they find all kinds of ways to try to discredit, as it were, the New Testament teachings of Jesus, because they don't like it. And when you push them, you realize that that's actually what the issue is. Let me tell you this. If you approach scripture with an agenda, you will always be wrong. 10 out of 10 times, you will be wrong. If you have an agenda that you bring to the script, you will be wrong. 10 out of 10 times. And a close relative of that is that if you have an agenda, it's not hard to find passages that you can tweak to help you say the thing that you want to say. So when people pitch the apostles against Jesus, it's a very foolish thing to do. Say, Jesus said, forgive us as we forgive those who trespass against us. And then Paul said, for God had forgiven us for Christ's sake. And that God, the Bible now says we should forgive others because we have been forgiven. So it is not we should forgive so that we can be forgiven. But that Paul actually said we should forgive because we have been forgiven. They think that a faithful Christian will be to say, it looks like there's a contradiction between this and this. So in what way are these two things not contradictory? Because both of them belong in the same milieu, and that milieu is called the gospel. That's what a faithful Christian will do. It's not to say, let's cancel this one, let's hold this one. Because just as some people will want to cancel Jesus and, in quote, and take what they think they understand Paul to be saying, other people will want to cancel Paul. They'll say, if Jesus says something and Paul says a different thing, who will you rather believe? Who will you rather believe? It's laziness. But many times things are more sinister than that. The teachings of Paul cannot lead you into error, because Paul is an apostle of Jesus Christ by the will of God. Why it looks as if sometimes there's apparent contradiction between some of the statements of the apostles and the things that Jesus taught. Things like maybe forgiveness of sins, even things like salvation. Because there's a tendency for you to think that Jesus Christ taught salvation by works, but it's not true. All of the salvific parables of Jesus, the cross is very evident in them. But if you do not situate them in the context of the Jewish audience that he was speaking to, you may miss the cross. So some people have come to attribute innovations to Paul, that Paul innovated and distorted the message of Jesus and founded something, and because he was so vocal and expressive, he has literally hijacked Christianity in a way that is a derailment from what Jesus sought to establish. And then other people will come up and say, Jesus Christ was actually part of the Old Testament. So they will put Paul on the stage. Other people will throw Paul away and put Jesus on the stage. And I need you to know that in that regard, as far as this thing is concerned, both the Damina and the Suleiman camp are wrong. You can quote me on this one. There is harmony between the epistles and the gospels, because the same God inspired both, and the same God was working through both. And what God has joined together, let neither Damina nor Suleiman put asunder.
Hello, my brothers and sisters from Africa, in Africa, and those of you from all over the world. Welcome to our show once again, and we are very happy to have you guys here. I hope that every one of you is living your best life and things are going according to your ways. And let me just use this opportunity to kind of urge you. If things are not going the way you want, you have the ability to do it, to make it the way you want. Now, it might be difficult, it might be challenging. Like most things, they are very difficult, of course. They are challenging, right? Nothing good ever come easy. We all know that. But you can get it done. All you need is just to believe in yourself and keep working. And those of you who are Christians, ask for God's wisdom and understanding, and also for God to impact you with the ability of perseverance. You will succeed. So I'm happy when I hear men of God debate each other, because Sometimes people might think that debate is a terrible thing to do, but I believe it's not. When people debate each other, we, the viewers or the listeners, can listen to what they say and we can judge for ourselves which of the points they put forward made a lot of sense. We can judge for ourselves. And through debates, many things get corrected because sometimes we are so hooked up on our own ideas and opinion that we fail or we just don't want to listen to other people. That is a very, very bad road to take. It's not a good idea to be so enshrined with your own opinion that you don't want to listen to other people. It's always great when you have this open mindset towards other people's opinion and you are willing and ready to listen to what they say and then decide. It is a very, very great mindset to have. So you can see this man of God here calling out Dr. Abel and also Apostle John Suleiman. And according to him, both of them are wrong for trying to sow a seed of divide in the Christendom. Now, like I said before, I'm not a religious person. I'm more in the secular world. But I have no issue with people who believe in something greater than themselves. I have no issue with that. Because my personal take is, and this is just me saying it, okay, your take might be different. For that, I will respect it. I will respect you for that. I believe that religion hasn't really done the good that it was supposed to do. Religion hasn't really been that force for good for Africans. A few people have hijacked the whole religion thing and they use it to line up their pockets. A few people have hijacked religion and turn it into and monetize it. That's why every single thing about religion is being sold on their platforms. You have these mega churches that sell every single thing. They sell every single thing. From holy oil to holy water to apron to muffler, every single thing they sell it. To scarf, gloves, pictures. People are told to buy pictures of a man of God and put in their house to drive away evil spirit. You are buying picture of a man of God to put in your house. So the man of God can protect you. Not even God, but a man of God. And then you yourself are saying that we do not do idol worshiping, whereby you worship a man of God. That's it. So, like I said before, and I will say again, and I am okay to be wrong. I am okay for you to think that I am wrong. And I'm okay for you to dispute my take. But I will say it again. I personally believe that religion hasn't done the good it was supposed to do. Religion hasn't been that force for good for mankind, especially in Africa, as it was supposed to do. Because smart people with sinister motive have hijacked the whole religion. Now, gullible Christians have fallen victims into the clutches of these deceptive men of God. That is my take. So, let's hope that with debates like this, with men of God coming out and debate each other and trying to counteract each other's point, we might come to an era where religion will finally meet up to its real purpose, will finally live up to its real objective. Not just what men of God are telling us, not just what men of God are doing with religion, not just building mega churches, not just selling every single thing, not just commercializing every single thing in the church and using your members as your piggy bank. Not just that, but actually be there for those who really needs it the most. Because even though I do not think that religion has served its purpose, there are many people who are in need of it. There are many people who love the whole idea of being a religious person. There are many people whose only fault is being gullible and too ignorant. That is their only fault. Because had it been they were a little bit smarter, had it been they understand a little bit more than they know now, the whole thing would have been a totally different story. But because they are short of understanding, because they are easily manipulated, because their daddy and their mommy has found out that they are an easy target, so they are willing to do whatever it takes to squeeze them out of every single thing they get. And not just squeezing them out of what they get, but also holding them down. Just making sure that they listen to nobody but the mommy and daddies. That is just it. And it really, really breaks my heart to see this happening. And that is the whole point of making these videos. Now, I see many people telling me that I have nothing to say, I should find something to do with my time, and this and that. But you must ask yourself, I myself, who is doing something like this and trying to share my thoughts and opinions about something I believe is a bigger issue in our community, and you who just sits there and do nothing, who is doing more to help our society? Is it the individual who is proactive, who thinks that by what he is doing, a few people might benefit from it? Or the individual who just sat there and did nothing? Let me hear your take in the comment section below. And also, what is your take on what this man of God said in this video? What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, don't forget to like this video, share it, follow us on Facebook, and also subscribe to this channel, because that helps us a lot and we shall ever be grateful to you. So thank you once again for doing just that.